Well, I can't see anything yet, by the way.
Right, good evening, everyone. Welcome along to the penultimate round of the OHC Championship. A little bit of behind-the-scenes bits and pieces going on, but we have got a guest commentator here this evening who I'm just making sure I can actually see the racing, because did I forget to do that? Yes, I did. Always, always a great thing to do. So hopefully should be like him as well. But we have Nate. You may know him from Instagram, bit of a car buff, and also may know him from his it's Mr. H reviews or Mr. Nate reviews. So take it away, Mr. Man. Introduce yourself.
Don't worry about that. I've got old shit cars. That's all people need to know.
Nice. The same as the rest of us here. Then we've all got slightly old shit cars. Bit of a change of pace, a little bit earlier than normal today, hence it's been a little bit rushed because, yeah, I'm never prepared. So qualifying is split into two sections, half the grid out there at the moment qualifying. So we've got Carma, Jake West, Zach Dawson, Joshua Kai, Monty, Callum Heron, Liam Stephenson, Jack Branson, and Toby Dart all out there qualifying at the moment. We'll get some slightly better camera angles for this because at the moment we're starting with rubbish static ones. How we don't rubbishy static ones. Ugh. No, that's back to me. We don't want me. We don't need me at all. Let's go for Carnwell, who has just spun. Brilliant. We immediately curse someone by being commentators. Awful camera angle. Are there any good ones here? Oh, viewers at home, I apologise. The camera angles are what can only be described as questionable.
Come on, the booty shots are good. People have got to appreciate the booty shots, surely.
You'd like to think so, wouldn't you? You'd like to think people will appreciate booty shots, but you never know. Oh, there we go. So we just had a bit of a change round. When we first had a quick glance, it was Carnwell who was holding out the pole position, but the times have really started coming down. These are more competitive times. And we now have, where's it gone? Joshua Kai in the BMW. This is the E21 V2. I think it's the first time we've seen one of these actually sort of up towards the front of the grid. It's very nice to see. So while everybody's kind of doing a bit of fumbling around and doing their bits and pieces, obviously with the new split system of qualifying should give people a much better chance to actually get some clean laps in. There are lots of people at Brands Hatch who are very much struggling with the amount of cars on circuit and struggling to get clean laps. So you could possibly see some faster times than we are expecting, possibly a bit closer to race pace this time round. So it should be exciting stuff. Have you been following along with the championship up to this point?
Who, me?
Yeah, you can say no. It's
oh, me, no. No, I actually haven't, unfortunately.
Nope,
I've been pestering Cam to help me so I can actually get involved in it. I need to buy all the gear for it. But no, I've not, unfortunately. I drop on every now and then, posting sort of comments in the chat, mainly just to try and troll a little bit. But I don't think he recognises it, so, you know.
I mean, gonna be honest, it's the most enjoyable thing to do is to give the guys a little bit of shit from time to time. It's fine. It's what we do here. It's all very laxed. It's the only comms box I've ever worked in where I'm allowed to swear and read out some of the horrendous liveries that we get. So it's fine.
I do like. I've actually just shared this over on Twitter, so hopefully we'll have a good amount of people watching it, which would be cool.
Oh, very nice. Yeah, I think we get lots of views afterwards. When it's the VOD, we get a fair few views then. But I know live, it's sometimes a little bit limited on the numbers.
Well, that's YouTube. YouTube hates some channels and loves others. Sometimes they just don't send out notifications. It's such a pain. So you can go live with however amount of subscribers, but they just won't tell them. So, great, good job. Thanks YouTube.
That's
you're really doing gangbusters there, mate.
It's the love of the game, isn't it? It's the love of the game. Don't we just love trying to stream and do stuff? It's just...
Yeah, it could be better, not going to lie.
Yeah. So at the moment, Jake West with a 127.228 is in pole position at the moment. We're holding it up just for now. I think it's qualifying. guessing we're doing 2 15-minute stints, so still a little while left to go for those guys. Let's have a look at some other drivers that are out there. So we've seen Jake West out there in his lovely Ferrari 308. Yeah, Joshua Kai holding with the second place at the moment with a 128.4. Oak Carma, who we just saw rumbling his way through the sand with a 128.6. Monty. Oh, this is a lovely car, the Lancia Beta Monte Carlo. Such a cool looking car. Oh, on a big slide, bit of a snap oversteer moment, manages to hold it, but very, very close to all going very wrong. He's in 4th place at the moment. Zach Dawson, who pretty sure judging by the amount of racket coming off of it, that is going to be a Capri. It is indeed.
Love a Capri. The European Mustang. Love a Capri.
We just
and all the Americans
have
cried out in pain because I've used the term Mustang, but shush. Shush. It's the truth. I have no hate on the European Mustang.
Apart from the new ones, we're allowed to hate those because they're absolutely gross. It's not. It's.
Oh, they're god awful, aren't they?
It's.
What is that?
I hate it when they bring back a classic name for a new car and it is nothing like. I think is it Honda just done the new? Is it Prelude they just brought out as well?
Yeah. Well, I mean, Ford have done it a few times because Ford did the. Yeah. It's like they see your nostalgia and they go, right, I'm going to chuck that on the floor and spit on it. Like, well, thanks very much. And then you just ruined my nostalgia now. Like, or because you want to reuse a name. Brilliant. Do you not understand that names are associated with a, they're sort of synonymous with a particular thing? It's like, painful.
So I can understand over time a car evolves or a truck evolves. Like you look at like something like, I don't know, the Hilux. It's a fair way away from what it was, but it is still a four-wheel drive truck. It's still a pickup truck, isn't it? So it's still vaguely there. But when they have a massive break for ages and then say, oh yeah, let's just come back and reuse the name for something that's wildly different, you're just like, oh. I think the one that first really hurt me was when the Vauxhall Ruber came back as a tiny little shitbox, and that's not in a good way shitbox.
Well, the one which is really egregious, like super egregious, is Nissan using the name Pulsar for what is effectively a Micra.
Oh yes.
Have you seen that? I mean,
yes, I have.
That's so painful. You've got one of your homologation cars, obviously the GTIR, obviously not, but it's still Pulsar. People associate Pulsar with, the GTIR, the RNN 14, and then they're just like, you know what we're going to do? It's going to be an Econo box, but worse.
It's gross.
Because it's probably got a CVT in it. Like, no, go away.
Don't talk to me about CVTs. I had a Nissan Cube for a little while, and it was that was a very expensive gearbox.
Oh, I'm judging you a little bit for that.
It was an early one. It was an early one, and it was a Japanese import. It was beautiful, and I loved it. But
Doesn't matter whether it's an early one or not. Just maybe.
Oh well, I suppose that it wasn't. I suppose it technically would have been like the Mark II, I guess. It was based off a K11 Micro. I'm pretty sure was where most of the parts came from.
I mean, I quite like. In fairness, I quite like the old Micros now. The sort of. Yeah, the K11 Micros, they can be cool, dumped and wide body. They're pretty cool, to be honest.
It's funny, the cars that you now look back on that were just everyday run-of-the-mill kind of crap, but now you look at them in comparison to the modern day crap that gets churned out, and you're like, they were such better cars. They were like, you could, as a young lad, like we all started somewhere. We all had our little sub 1 litre engines that were, naturally aspirated, very, there wasn't much to them. You had to absolutely wring their necks. My first car was a Peugeot 205. I think that was a 1 litre, but it was great because you could absolutely rev the crap out of it. And when no ABS, no power steering, skinny little wheels, so you could drive it around and you really felt like you were driving. And then you get in like modern stuff that's meant for like first-time drivers, and they're little like tiny. I don't know, they might be like a 1.4. And they might have like a very like a low boost turbo, but they're just soulless. You can't do anything in them. I mean, I was an MBT tester for years and a mechanic before that, and so you used to drive loads of bits and pieces, and you'd get in cars and you'd just be like, God, no wonder people hate these. It's so boring.
They take all the all the spirit and joy out of driving now. That's basically what it is. I mean, even just the cars alone, like the character of a car. You know, there was a beauty in their flaws. You know, like not all cars were as refined as they are now, obviously, and there was beauty in that. There was beauty in the flaws of vehicles, every little quirk that they had. Now it's just, well, just push button to start and it doesn't make a sound. You're like, oh great, good, thanks, love this. This is, really feel like I'm winning here. This is great. No thanks. No, give me an old smelly car any day of the week.
So I want a car where every time I get in it, bits of the foam in the seat fall out and land on the carpet. Like that's what I'm all about. That's what I love. I mean, I drive a 36-year-old Bedford at this point, so I'm really invested in hating myself in every way.
That's young. 36 years old. That's young. That's a young car. That's not old.
You've got to remember it's the British car though, so the fact that it's survived this long, it's
true.
Yeah, in the middle of restoring it, and as it turns out, Bedford basically just produced the van, just the panel van, and then they all got sent off to like Coachworks to have the modifications done to either make them into mid-buses, like what mine technically was, or to make them into camper vans. And I've started taking off a lot of the paneling and all the roof lining, and I'm finding the things that have been done in a very, very sort of last minute on a Friday afternoon. Oh, that'll do, John. Let's get down the pub kind of fashion.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, oh, there's a support we need to cut out. Well, you know, we need to unbolt so we can put a sunroof in here. We could remove it, or we could just really badly grind it off and then just with our fingers bend the sharp bits of metal out the way. Things like that. Lots of obscure things I keep finding.
British engineering, you've got to love it.
But it's British Friday afternoon engineering. It's when the worst work gets done. It's on a Friday afternoon because everyone just wants to get to the pub. Right, quick update on the on-track action. So,
what we got?
Joshua Kai's gone off. To be honest, that kind of was the end of their qualifying stint. So at the moment, Jake, well actually we'll wait for a few who else is out there. Toby Dart hasn't crossed the line yet. We'll keep a bit of an eye. No, he's coming into the pits, so I think everyone is using this as their in-lap. So the next set of qualifying will be beginning very, very soon. So at the moment, Jake West is holding on to pole position with a 1:27.2. Oak Carnwell in second with a 1:27.3. And Joshua Kai in third with a 1:27.6. All three of those drivers have got into the 1:27s. Closest to that is a 1:29.1. So a decent old gap there, about a second and a half between them. And it's pretty close, to be fair. Everyone within sort of like 4 seconds of each other.
That's very, very close. Nice to see. That's highly competitive to be super close like that. It's nice, good.
But we have now got some of the big boys coming out. That was sort of the lower half of the grid, and now this is the top half of the grid coming out. Luke Carnwell, obviously, in this gorgeous Zac Speed Mark II. I nearly said Astra. I keep nearly saying Astra every time. Apologies, Blue Oval fans. It is, of course, a Ford Escort, but for some reason my brain keeps broken. What have we got out there now? Right, so Luke Carma's out there. Matt Snook as well. As we say, did it all for the Snooky. Con Wilson as well out there. Lovely Bluebird. We've already seen Luke. Arnaud Dillman. This is I say the man. He is one of the men to keep a close eye on because blisteringly fast. He's got on very, very well with this M1, but this could be the circuit where he can't quite take advantage of the way this car drives. He's done a brilliant job so far of piloting this thing. Very dominant in the championship, but there is obviously a possibility that it might all go a little bit Pete-tong for him today. People are starting to put in laps now. Conor Wilson we've already looked at. Sam Barrett. The world's furthest away camera angle. Come on, let's get a bit closer. That's a static cam. Oh, big power slide.
Nice.
Who else we've got? Coopah. Gorgeous looking car. Fantastic livery. Who haven't we seen? Sam Barrett we have seen, I'm 99% sure. Yeah, we just saw him sliding for points. Conor Wilson, I'm pretty sure I've already put on the screen as well. You will notice the timing screen doesn't update itself on the streamed screen as quickly as it will do on our live timing, which is always really useful when you're trying to work it out. Oh, here we go. Here's the boss man himself.
There he is. I expect good things from you, Cameron. I expect good things. Come on now.
Well, he was pre-race saying that he's just managed to change his setup and he feels like it's a lot faster and easier to drive. So at the moment, really working his
Very
tyres.
unsettled, to be honest. I'm surprised. Look,
I mean,
yeah,
he is
okay.
always skidding about. I wonder if he's extra doing it at the moment just to try to get a bit of extra temperature in those tyres. This is going to be our first time we're going to see. Luke Carnwell is going to be the first of our second set of drivers. And he immediately puts himself up on pole with a 125.8. That is a huge improvement.
Nice.
And that was his first flyer as well. That's a massive lap. There we go. Arnaud Dillman with a 126. Coopah 125.9.
Bloody hell.
In fact, let's see if we can. What nice on board do we got? Yes, there we go. So we're on board. Big little snap over steer from Luke Carnwell.
We're in the car with you, Luke. No stress, mate. No pressure.
Physically either side of him right now. Like sniffing at his helmet. But to be fair, not the worst thing you could have in your car. I mean, if anyone watched the Barfus 12-hour the other day, where the only Mustang in the race, I think it was maybe the second or third lap, hit a kangaroo and it just hit the windscreen at 240 kilometers an hour, managed to make a hole in the windscreen, and then just 240 mile an hour of kangaroo fluid came in and covered the driver.
That's a bit of protein at the very least.
I mean, it was horrendous. It was bad. It was still dark, but you could see on the cameras he was stood there with what looked like oil or something on his face where he'd taken his mask off, a helmet off, and all the commentators were like, oh, what's happened? And then, yeah, as it turns out, it was kangaroo fluid. Just everywhere. Oh, there we go. Dillman. Oh, and Coopah now taking it away. We were about to go on board with Dillman, but we'll stick quickly now with Coopah. I think we've got a really nice... Yes! Look at those donut wheels. Whoa! Commentator's curse got him there, though. Sorry, Coop.
No.
Right, who we got
Way
here?
down with the donut. That's what it was.
James Leech now. That's the next one. There we go. There we go. We're sniffing at his shoulders now.
No pressure, James, mate. No pressure.
This is the corner everyone wants to see. When you've got an onboard shot like this, you realise just how blind it is going in.
Good line, though.
A little bit squirrely on the way out, though, but managed to hold it together.
Oh, I held that nice. Nice. Very nice.
Was it Doc Hudson said? Yes. You know,
very good.
If you turn left, you find yourself turning right. Something like that, I think. There's a lot of that going on. We had a lot of that in the championship, to be fair. Lots of drivers with some very big flamboyant angles of attack. A good-looking car as well, to be fair. Very smart-looking car. Let's have a jump on board with Dillman. Where is he? So just a little bit further back on the track. But keep an eye on this one. I'm trying to remember if we've got a good on board. Oh, it's pretty good. We will have to make sure we jump on board with Cam at some point, because his interior on his livery is pretty wonderful.
Yeah.
He went all out.
I expect nothing less. Not from Cameron. Oh.
It looks borderline slow, doesn't it, this car? I think
Well,
it's just
yeah, I guess kind of, yeah, looks, but definitely not. You can see as yeah.
I think it's a case of it's just all so sort of fluid and smooth when he's moving. It's not as flamboyant and arms
Mm.
crossed over and fighting everything. Everything seems a bit more controlled. What have we got time-wise? The
That a bit?
tiniest improvement, but still not
Did that
quite able
change?
to do it. No,
125.
I think it went down slightly, didn't it? I think it was the 25 2 something, but I mean, by all means, I might be wrong. Oh, yeah. So that was, because his last lap was his best lap. So, yeah, that was a slight improvement. I don't know what it was previous to that, but it definitely went down slightly. Right, let's have a quick jump on board with Boss Man.
Oh, here he is.
Oh, a little bit wide on the apex. And then a load of snap oversteer.
No, he should be steamrolling it. He's got NGK plugs lit.
Yeah, but if he's fitted them,
Well,
you never know.
Fair. This is true. This is true.
Let's have a look. See if there are any other shots. Well, this might be quite nice. Hang on, let's go for this one. He dives down in. Oh, that's a nice camera angle. Nearly overtaken on the way in, though. Back of that car does seem very skittish. Oh, and off into the gravel.
It doesn't. Yeah. It seems to get upset very easily.
I mean,
What did he do to it?
I think he was saying that he changed the setup sort of right near the end of practice, and he reckons he sort of got a lot more speed out of the car. I mean, he is in 5th place, and he is the last member of the 125 club. So, you know, his pace is definitely not slow. It seems like a very quality car.
No.
But will it translate to race pace?
I'm saying what I'm seeing with respect to the suspension. It seems to sort of destabilize itself quite easily. It gets sort of unbalanced quite quickly.
He's currently being hunted down by Homer Simpson himself, though.
We must have a donut on board.
I thought I was going to see different liveries this time round. I thought someone was meant to be running a Sprite livery or something. I thought it was Luke. Maybe not. I've definitely downloaded them all and got them all in full and tested them. So whether or not people haven't gone for them, I'm not sure. Little under 5 minutes left of qualifying now. We are approaching fabled 7 o'clock kickoff. Oh, a little bit of a moment there.
Like the star lights in there. Very nice.
Look at that. Dillman, he's just got himself up into pole position. He has broken into the 1:24.6. That is a huge improvement. That is massive.
Yeah, that's not small. That's done very well there. Wow.
I mean,
you know, you'd be happy with points of seconds off, but I mean yeah, very nice.
We think it was a 1:25.1 and now it's a 1:24.6. That breaks it in half a second. He has improved on, and yeah, on a circuit like Laguna Seca, that is not an easy circuit to find the space. I am very glad as well that it still says Mazda Raceway, because in my heart this will always be Mazda Raceway. It will never be WeatherTech. It will only ever be Laguna Seca Mazda Raceway.
I have a friend actually. Oh no, he's at Monterey. I've got a friend that used to do some shows at Monterey, I think. Oh no, well maybe it was. No, I'm not going to. I'll have to reach out and ask him. It was either Laguna Seca or Monterey. I can't remember which. Not that this is pertinent to anything.
That's the whole point of these streams. Usually at some point we end up having a chinwag about absolute nonsense at some point during the race. It's just what happens. The grid splits out a little bit. We then end up discussing snacks and all sorts. Oh, a huge split of flames there into turn 1-ish. Every time I look up a track map of Laguna Seca, every single time it has different numbers for where turn 1 is and where it's not. I personally see turn 1 is essentially the hairpin at the bottom of the hill. I just, because even the straight isn't really much of a pit straight. It's a little bit of straight and then a long curve. So it's, you know, it's straight-ish. We'll go with the straight-ish, the pit straight-ish.
Straight-ish. We'll go straight-ish now. Come on, straight-ish.
Like my bodywork, straight-ish. From 30 yards away with a squint, looked perfect.
10-footers they call them, I think, isn't it?
Oh, mine's probably gonna be more of a 30-footer by the time I'm finished with it, but
that's my my pickup truck is a 10-footer / 30-footer. Big lump of crap.
What pickup truck are you driving at the moment?
Oh man, I'm not driving it. But yeah,
Working on.
it's an old Datsun pickup truck.
Nice.
No, it's not very nice. It will be.
Exactly, that's the thing. You look at something. I think this is a bit like what we were going back to about like cars and like, you know, how they were kind of a bit shit and you learn to embrace their flaws. Do you find yourself looking at the most mundane, boring vehicle in the world that's a bit old, and you look at it and think, yeah, that's boring, but if it, you know, you start listing off the things in your mind you would do to it to make it look cool, and then you're like, yeah, actually, that could be a really cool looking car.
Mate, you're talking to a guy whose dream car is a Datsun 510.
There's nothing wrong with that. I think anyone back in the day that played like Forza and stuff like that, it was always a car that you could get. I think everybody fell in love with Datsun 510, and if they didn't, check their hard drives. They need to go be arrested with Prince Andrew, 100%.
Yeah, I love my Datsun 510. It's a box on wheels, but it's epic. Just slam it, chuck some wheels on it, lip and wing, done. That's it. Nothing else needed. Everyone can keep their Lambos. Give me an old crappy Datsun any day.
Yeah, it's that thing of like, you see people that go and buy a brand new car outright and they're like, they spent 40 grand on a car, and you think to yourself, think of all the old cool shit you could get for that. You could get a really well-spec'd older car for that kind of money.
Well, think of all the years worth of repairs you could do as well with that 40 grand.
Exactly.
Because you're probably going to need that money to repair them.
Yeah, but I mean, even if you didn't go that old, even if you went sort of like, I don't know, like sort of like mid-90s, which, I mean, to me doesn't seem that old, but I suppose it kind of is. But like realistically, you could buy one of those cars, a nice car, for probably sub 10 grand. You've then got 30 grand sat in your bank account to either A, change things about it that you want to change. Let's say you spent another five grand on stuff for it, whatever. But then, yeah, then you've still got another 25 grand to then get you through your MOTs and stuff like that. Realistically, you should be okay. Unless you buy a Bedford, and then your entire life is just squaring at rust.
Well, have you seen modern cars? Have you seen how quickly they rust now?
Yeah, it's not good. It's not great at all. Right, so we are about to begin in about probably very soon. So the grid as it stands: Arnaud Dillman on pole, Coopah second, Luke Carnwell third, James Leech fourth, Cameron Palmer in fifth, Sam Barrett sixth, Conor Wilson seventh, Matt Snook eighth, Jake West ninth, Oak Carnwell in 10th, Joshua Kai 11th, Kurt Hall in 12th, Monty in 13th, Liam Stephenson in 14th, Jack Dawson 15th, Jack Branson 16th, Toby Dart 17th, Callum Perrin 18th, and it puts me at the bottom. But right, and in typical fashion of old AC, it has removed someone from the grid. So someone's not on the timing board, but it's nowhere near enough time for me to try and jump out and jump back in. So we'll notice at some point that someone is missing. Who is missing from the list? Oh, Coopah. Oh God, it's always so confusing trying to look across the two screens. It's Kurt. Kurt again is missing from the timing board. So he was in 12th place, did a 127.65, but for whatever reason, it won't show up on the timing screen. And it happens every time, specifically with Kurt. It's no one else is as bad as Kurt for this. I don't know why it does it every time. Right, we don't need to see me in the van. That's boring. What we do need to see is our actual races.
No, we need to be in the van. Come on.
We want to show the van. I mean, we can do it. Oh, that's the wrong one. That's the one. I mean, if you really want to see it, there it is. Custom van, baby.
We're in there, guys. Just hanging out. All right.
Yep, sweating. Furiously sweating in here.
Cursing Cameron out is what we're doing.
There's your grid. So, Arnaud Dillman. Oh, so yeah, we've got a little while to go, actually. So, Arnaud Dillman in pole, Coopah in second, Luke Carnwell in third, James Leech in fourth, Cameron Palmer in fifth, Sam Barrett sixth, Conor Wilson seventh, Matt Snook eighth, Jake West in ninth, Luke Carnwell in 10th, Joshua Kai in 11th, and 12th is actually Kurt. Eagle-eyed viewers will notice that his personal telephone number is on the back of the car because he didn't make the livery. So then actually 13th is Monty, 14th is Liam Stephenson, very groovy looking car, and groovy seems like the appropriate thing to say. 15th is Jack Dawson, 16th is Jack Branson, Toby Dart in 17th, 18th is Callum Heron. So, gonna be a good one. I think it's the first time these guys have raced at Laguna Seca. We're going to have to probably have a fiddle with the cameras to work out which one's actually going to look best as they go flying down through that long left-hander towards turn one. About 20 seconds to go. Oh, we just had someone in the chat at Volcar. Don't worry, you're still here for the beginning of the race. 14-lap race. Lights are going red now as we get ready to race here at Mazda Raceway, Laguna Seca. And lights go green. We are off. Lots of cars in the mid-pack getting a very bad start. Coop with an awful start. But are we going to see a move here for turn one? Trying to go round the outside. Is Carnwell not quite able to do it? Oh my goodness, Oof. That was a huge...
Gone. Absolutely gone.
That could have been a lot messier than it was. I think in reality, that went about as well as we possibly could have imagined. Good Lord. That was choppy. Let's see if we've got a nice rear wing angle on this car. Yes, we do, as we look back at our racers. So at the moment, it is Luke Carnwell, Arnaud Dillman in second. Cam has managed to get himself up into third. And I believe that was Coop behind. You could see the M1 struggling. I can only imagine Luke Carnwell is going to try and run away from this pack as best he can. Porsche in the background, I think, doing a big hop. What a lovely shot as they come down through. Let's see if we can get some more people going down through here as well. Oh! Someone going flying off.
Very nice.
That was, I think that was either Oak Carnwell or Liam Stephenson. It wasn't Oak Carnwell, because we're looking at him right now and he's racing absolutely fine. So I think that was Liam's... Oh no, this was Jake West, because that was the Ferrari. So the Ferrari has gone flying. Right, let's go back. Luke Carnwell, pop position. Thunders across the line in the screaming Ford Escort.
We've got Dillman and Cameron coming up.
Dillman looks like he's broken away from Cam a little bit. Coopah is very much sniffing around the back of Cam, though.
It's getting close, getting tight. Okay, camera angle. I was going to say camera looked like he got some distance there, but no.
Yeah, so the camera angle can only be described as questionable a lot of time. I don't think they ever really expected anyone to be doing what we're doing, trying to broadcast this game. And it's insane how old this game is at this point. I think essentially there's already been... This is going to be a big brave move. It's got it done, though.
When
Before he even gets to the braking zone, he got it done.
That's it. Wow. Okay.
I think Cam might be trying to come back on the Escort. He's very close. But is he able to keep it under control? He's got a much better exit, I think. Ooh, trying to go down the outside.
Go on, Cameron.
Where on earth did that
Good Lord.
speed come from around that corner?
Lovely.
That was some seriously brave stuff. I don't think I've ever seen anyone overtake around the outside there.
Can we get one of the inside shots for this between those two? Because they're going neck and neck here. Just to see how close this is. Oh, that's fantastic, brilliant.
Oh, he's got his duff beer, and it's already half empty. He's been on it. He's already thought.
A bit soddled.
We just saw Kurt Hall pop up on my screen that he had a bump. Kurt Hall running in 7th place at the moment, so he's made some big improvements. We can't actually put the poor guy on screen. Are we going to see another epic run up the hill, though?
It's round here, isn't it? This is where Coopah and Cameron, they begin to narrow that gap.
There's a huge speed disparity there, isn't there? Absolutely massive amount of pace. Whether that's a gearing issue or just bravery on the brakes, but towards the braking zone then, the gap came tumbling down. I think almost wasn't expecting it to close up quite as much as it was. We sort of stumbled a little bit on the exit of the corkscrew, but that was a huge gain.
Because both cars, they don't seem to be able to... Yeah, the power disparity in whether it's gearing or not.
Are we going to see another run here into turn 1? This seems to be the big one to keep an eye on at the moment. He's closer.
No. Okay. Seems to really just be who's got the bigger balls, who can brake last.
Yeah, it definitely is sort of a... just noticed Snooky has gone off. Saw that on the map in the top corner. Got a Snooky moment. Oh, this could be it though. Now it looks like a very strong run from Coop.
Well, he's going to slam the brakes up now. Yeah, okay. Trying to get on the inside. Is he going to do it? Is he going to... Yeah.
Again, it's that sort of just towards the... Oh, it's a little bit deep, but...
Can he hold it? Yeah.
But now, though, he's got to decide whether he can defend to the outside or the inside on the up.
No, Cameron's coming up to the left. Oh, it's back in the rear view.
Wow, there we go. He has managed to get it done this time. Look to the inside. A cheek of the nose from Cam. Has he gone over that?
Cam's just over quick again, isn't he? Or is he still behind? No, still behind.
Nah, still behind. I think that exit where he just got a bit unsettled, and this will be Coop's chance to try and run away a little bit. But let's have a little jump back further in the grid. It seems pretty close now. Liam Stephenson. Is that Monty? I don't think it is. No, it's not. Is this another driver that has disappeared off the driver? Well, this is pretty close as well. Matt, Snook and Dawson. But it's static, which isn't the best. Whoa, move to the inside, shut his nose.
Get those windscreen wipers on, mate.
Off.
Right in the middle there. Oh dear. That's a lot of pace there, a lot of speed there.
I think it was a case of realising that maybe the space he wanted to go for wasn't entirely there, although to be fair, there was a fair bit of room given to him, but I think there was a hesitation, dipped the wheel into that stand, a gravelly knock at the side, and that was it. All the pace was lost.
Yeah, gotta be heavy on your right foot and easy on your left to make up for that gap now.
Right, Sam Barrett versus Kurt Hall. We can only actually aim the camera at Sam due to the wonders of Assetto Corsa. But they were very, very close. They seem to have moved away from each other a little bit now. But they were absolutely on top of each other through Sector 3. Oh, a bit of a slide moment. Kurt has broken away slightly.
Good money. Good amount of space there.
Sorry, mate. I think that was a change for position. Jake West and Liam Stephenson, pretty sure they've traded places. There's no room for peace and love on the racetrack.
That's war, mate. It's all out war.
It is all out war.
Get that groovy baby attitude out of there. Come on.
Oh, I have just realised something very, very important that I haven't done. I've completely forgot to shout out the sponsors. Apologies to sponsors. It was all so rushed before I jumped on that I completely forgot to shout anyone out. So, quick shout out to the sponsors. Obviously, you'll see them cycling through at the top of the screen. Zero Media, so at Zero Media TV and at The Media Cowboy. Everything from consulting and shooting to editing and colouring. No project too small nor large. We'll find a solution to make it look good. Get your content game from zero to hero. Also, at Gravity Systems, sorry, Anti-Grav Systems, God, you can tell I'm dyslexic, camera drone content production for hire, make friends in high places, and of course, our good friend Charlie as well from Waymo. Good evening, sir. Obviously, Waymo. Lots and lots of car spotting videos on YouTube. Possible class action lawsuit coming his way as well for using the name, but we'll just brush it under the rug. He was there first. And we like him, so we'll always support him instead for those silly cars that drive themselves at utter nonsense.
You get that self-driving nonsense out of there, come on.
Nonsense is in the name, isn't it? It's nonsense. So, what I'm saying, if you've got a self-driving car, check hard drives. Right, so after Coop managed to dispatch Cam, he has managed to push forward a fair bit and is now chasing after the back of the Dillman. He's stopped drinking his duff. There's no more duff being consumed. Possibly already needing a wee at this point. This is where I would expect Dillman to really pull away, because that M1 is a monster on the straights.
Great, yeah.
Actually, one of the reasons originally this round was meant to be Monza, but kind of realised that the cars that were really good in a straight line were just going to absolutely annihilate everyone else. When they was doing some testing, they kind of realised that, oh yeah, they're just way too overpowered. And even though there is a custom balance of performance done by Cameron himself, I think it was the case of he'd have to do a custom one just for Monza to try and make it anything good. Here's Coop.
Oh, coming up.
Really pushing.
Well, Luke's about to begin lapping. I think we can see the.
Yeah.
Am I right in saying that?
That's Toby Dart they're coming up on. He's going to be the first of the back markers. So that is where traffic will start to come into play. Obviously. They will essentially be under blue flags, but being an older game, it's not that obvious. It will be a case of keeping an eye on the mirrors, but he's moved out of the way nicely for all of them. No one was impeded unfairly there, so. But then I think that's going to.
I tell you now, Cameron has begun to catch up behind Coopah as well. He's made some of the space up.
Oh, Dillman into the gravel on the outside. I don't think there was contact there with the back marker, but I wonder if he went a little bit wide and then found a back marker slowing on the exit of that turn to give space for everyone else to go through. That seriously hindered him, and he just dropped back to third position. He'll be disappointed about that. Wilson, don't think we've really had him on the stream much yet. He's been sort of keeping himself to himself, lapping cleanly. Got himself into 5th place at the moment, doing very nicely. He's got Kurt Hall, who is going to be coming up behind him next, but there's a fair old gap. He's just gone past, who was that? That was Callum Heron, running in 17th place, who he's just gone past as a back marker. Let's see if there's cars that are into each other. James Leech, yep, going round. That might be another lapping moment, I think. We'll keep an eye on the screen. I don't know what's the position actually. James Leech, yeah, has got himself up into 14th place, got himself past, sorry, up into 13th place, got himself past Liam Stephenson. As we were saying, no place for club on the racetrack. Right, we're going to go back to this battle that is really closing out. Coop starting to really munch his way through these cars. I think we go to Arnaud and then go with an onboard shot.
All right, I'm back. Not that you missed me, but I'm back. You get it all here on an overhead cam championship. My dog was throwing it. You get it all. You can get commentary about that. Brilliant.
Well, if we're going to be completely transparent, half the reason the stream was very late and a bit rushed to start, for whatever reason, just suddenly needed to go to the toilet, and then suddenly needed to go to the toilet again. So, you know, it's the way it is. Just, you know, when you're thinking, yep, sat down in front of my computer and ready to go, and then suddenly you're like, oh god, my desk chair is about to be brown, and you're like, run away. The joys of irritable bowel syndrome, ladies and gentlemen. Don't get old. Just don't do it. Don't get old. It's so crap. 36 now, and yes, well, nearly 36 at the end of next week, and it's just like, ugh. I'm feeling as rotten and as broken as I've ever been. A little bit wide there for Coop. Dillman starting to regain possible advantage. Oh, loads of opposite lock through the corner.
We're going to get on straight there, surely. I think we're coming up. Yeah, coming up now. This will be the clincher around here.
And you get a good exit. Yes, strong exit. Not too much opposite lock. Coop's got a decent amount of speed as well.
I'm genuinely surprised. I would have thought he would have caught up a little bit there, narrowed that gap. Is he going to go on the outside? Get him there? Get it? Yeah. No.
Thought we were going to see a bit of a switch back there, but wasn't quite able to. Absolutely obliterating the engine limiter there as well. Deciding not to change gear and instead just give that limiter an absolute thrashing. I think as well we've got some other pretty close stuff going on, and what did I see there? It's around the Toby Dart kind of area. No, it's not. It's a little bit in front of him.
Where are we now? Who are we with?
Oh, right. So this battle that I thought was really close, but I think this is actually back markers and non-back markers. We're on board with Toby Dart at the moment. But if we go to the car that is in front of him, it's actually Jack Branson, who is way off into the dirt. Oh, and he's got his leaders coming up behind him. In fact, can we get a over the rear wing shot, and we can watch our leaders come up behind him, although quite a bit more distance than I thought there was going to be for a second then.
Well, they weren't briefly. It was quite close for a second there.
See how quick they catch up through the corners.
Yeah, very quick. That corner there. That's it. That's the one where you can really narrow the gaps.
It's one of those corners as well. There's a lot of corners on the circuit where it's super high commitment, but I would say that turn one, the braking zone there. You've been flat out on the throttle. It's a long run, and then you're downhill into the braking zone. Very difficult to get it right. And then obviously then you're going to have your entrance to the corkscrew, and I think that's where these guys are going to fully catch up, as they have really. Oh no, there we go. Jumps out of the way. Probably the smart thing to do there. Let's see what Coop is like here against another car, because obviously here against Cam, it's actually insanely quick. But he hasn't managed to close up the gap in quite the same way. Oof. Good cut there, and a reasonable cut there as well. Ooh, Dillman on the offensive. He got a much better exit. It's a lovely angle to be looking back and able to see the squabble going on behind. And while they are squabbling, it is allowing Carnwell to pull away.
Oh, they're literally bumper to bumper there. Brilliant stuff.
There's nothing between them, is there? Let's go to Coop, actually. We can have a look. Here comes the N1, stretching its legs. But I think he is on the brakes a little bit earlier. He gets into the back of him. It all seems so calm and peaceful in this camera, but you know inside the cars they are sweating and swearing a lot. battling each other all the way. I think Matt Snook as well, according to my camera, appears to be having a reasonable struggle. Oh, look at that. Kurt Hall has reappeared on my list. I don't know how that's happened, but we've suddenly got a Kurt Hall we could look at. And I think we've
He's
lost
back.
and we've lost Snook. I now can't look at Snooky, but I can look at Kurt Hall. Oh no, Matt Snook's there as well. What's
Yeah, he's
going
on
on?
there.
What is
Oh,
going on? Cat Hall, brilliant run up into 6th place. We're going to just have a little brief look at this car because obviously we didn't get a chance to look at it through the entirety of the race up to this point. It's one of the only brain rot liveries we've got left this season, to be fair. Everyone's gone for quite respectful stuff. Liam Stephenson's just rotated on the pit straight-ish. Right, they're on the final lap. We're going to go back to what? It's a side-by-side moment between Coopah and Dillman. Very, very close. He's got the overlap. He's going to be on the outside though for turn 2. Not quite able to hold on to it.
Yes. Such neck and neck. They're battling it out right there.
I think this is definitely going to be the battle to keep an eye on. I think these two are the closest in the championship. I will try and jump on and have a little look at the championship points. But at the moment, this seems to definitely be more important than looking at championship points. But I believe it is either Dillman or Coopah that are winning, or it might be one of the Carnwells. Obviously, they were very dominant last season. And this season, they've been very, very good in the Winter Championship. Oh, tries to go to the outside. I don't know if that was intentional or just couldn't get the car stopped over the rough curves. Pretty heart and mouth stuff, this. He's really, really nipping away. And to the reverse grid, I think it's going to be very, very exciting to see what happens. No one can afford to get a bad exit here as they come towards the line. The first trio of cars. Brilliant race from these 3 drivers. I mean, it's a brilliant race from pretty much everyone we've watched, but that was seriously good driving from those 3. 4th position come across the line is Cameron. Conor Wilson, a little bit further back on the circuit, just coming onto the pit straightish now. A couple of the back markers, got a few laps left to go, but the timer will probably run out before they all get there. Kurt Hall. Just see at the back of the car his phone number. Incredibly trick to do to him to put that number on the back of the car, but at the same time, very funny. Matt Snook coming across the line now. Is that a swap round between him and Oak? Coming across. No, it stays as it is. Matt Snook coming across the line, then Oak Carnwell. Joshua Kai coming towards the line. He's got, I think that is Westy right behind him. Nope, that was James Leech. See, this is where it gets confusing when everyone is on slightly different laps and the timing board isn't as reliable as possible. You look at the timing board and go, oh, someone's really close. Turns out they're not. Zach Dawson and the Zach Speed. Wanty coming across the line as well. Liam Stephenson still a little bit further back on the circuit. 1 corner left to go.
Peace and love. He's going.
Peace and love. Oh, I think he must have gone more than 1 lap down because he still hasn't finished. Yeah, so he's still got another lap to put down. So this is really going to be just waiting for the timer to run out at the moment for a lot of these drivers. There we go. And then it comes to an end. Right, so the reverse grid is going to start very, very soon. So what we will do is we will... Come on, cameras. Rubbish. We'll have a quick look at ours. You know, as we do. It'd be rude not to have a little look. Oh, I'm actually technically parked on Dillman. Sorry. All right, everyone needs to see this assault that is happening right now. My rear is being assaulted by Dillman. But right, so the race concluded with Luke Carnwell in pole position, Coopah in 2nd, Arnaud Dillman in 3rd, Cameron Palmer in 4th, Sam Barrett 5th, Conor Wilson 6th, Kurt Hall 7th, Oak Carnwell 8th, Matt the Snooky Snook in 9th, Joshua Kai 10th, James Leech in 11th, Jake West 12th, Zach Dawson 13th, Monty in 14th, Liam Stephenson 15th, 16th was Jack Branson, 17th Toby Dart, and rounding out the grid was Callum Heron in 18th place. It's obviously a reverse grid. Any predictions going into this one, Nate?
Any predictions?
Any predictions?
It's going to be.
Apart
It be our top
Carnage.
3. Yeah, Luke, Cooper, and Dillman, no doubt. Cameron, you've got to pull it out of the bag, son. All right, you've got to. I want to see you take on Coopah. Right, you've got to try and get your revenge. But I mean, that's my predictions basically. Maybe Cameron will. I don't know. Finally, get some fire in him, and he'll get some gusto there. Or maybe he won't.
He's calling them out at this point. Oh, I'm just seeing as well in the chat. Sorry, I do apologise. I was so busy looking at the racing, I didn't really see very much of it. Just seeing here from Stevie Nuttall. Come on, Toby. Top 3 race really well. Yes, it was a pretty good going race. It turned out in the end, which was very nice to see. That's the wrong button. There we go. Right, so we'll have a run through the grid as it is. So we've got. Oh no, I'm not, because the timing board compared to it. No, we'll try anyway. Callum Heron in pole position, Toby Dart in 2nd, Jack Branson 3rd, Liam Stephenson in 5th, Monty in 5th again. Don't know what's gone on there. 6th place is Zach Dawson, Jake West 7th, James Leech in 8th, Joshua Quine 9th, 10th Matt Snook, Oak Carnwell 11th, Conor Wilson 12th, Sam Barrett 13th, 14th is Cameron Palmer, Arnaud the Dillman in 15th place, Coopah 16th, and rounding out the grid is Luke Carnwell in the Coca-Cola Ford Escort, which is going to be... He's got a big race on his hands to try and get back up to the front. There's a lot of cars. It's not the easiest circuit in the world to make passes, and if race 1 was anything to go by, turn 1 could be quite the massacre. Hopefully not, but you never know.
Is it bad that I keep looking at the Coca-Cola car and thinking it's a Sunny? It looks a lot like a Sunny.
No, I think that's fair enough. I think that is absolutely fair enough. Right, lights are about to start going red. Engine notes rise. We're about to go racing here again.
Oh, I will just say as well, we've got...
Oh, okay. Really bad start.
Jeez. Wow,
start. He's immediately swamped by the fields. We've got Toby Dart now up into pole position. Can he hold on to it? Got a few BMWs going left, right and centre. Lots of crashing going on. I'm not sure it was full-blown crashing or just some side-by-sides. Cameron's not made much of a race up the list. Toby is going to be holding on for dear life.
That is a savage call-out.
What was that?
Cameron, you've not done much there, mate. All right, you've not moved up the list that much. Come on now, Cameron.
I mean, he's compared to some of the other drivers that were around him. He doesn't look like he's...
Oh no, hello. I'm not. No, I don't disagree. It's just funny. I just like how funny it is.
Oh, there's just been a stop by Kurt Hall as well. He is still stuck in the mid-pack at the minute. He's got a lot of other very boxy boys all around him. They're not giving up. Oh, Kurt Hall there, got the one key. It was all very choppy and wobbly. Toby Dart, oh! He's now got himself in 2nd place. He's managed to hold on to 2nd for now. It seems one of that thing is holding on for dear life. Yeah, I think he is. Your girlfriend's fishnets can't hold you in place now. You're out on your own. Although I'm going to come out and say that I don't think his connection is brilliant. There's quite a fair bit of stuttering going on from that car, but we'll get an idea of where everyone is when they come across the line this time, because the timing board will sort itself out. So it's now James Leech in pole position. Oh, who was that just spun? I think that was Toby. Toby is spun on the way into turn 1. I think there's multiple cars off there, but they're also bunched up together. It's impossible to see who is who. Oh, well, it was Toby Dart and Kevin Hall as well getting involved in that one. Jack Branson is now technically running in 2nd place.
Cameron's up to 7th now. Good lord. Cameron's
oh, there he
coming
is.
up close to...
Where on earth did he come from? How did he get there?
Coopah now. It's almost going to be the rivalry again. Come on. I believe in you.
I have no idea how Cam managed to suddenly get up so many positions then. That is truly insane.
Yep.
Although he has got Coopah doing this special move.
Just real quick as well, because I don't know if anyone cares about this, but, you know, 11 people watching. You guys should probably hit that thumbs up button. It does actually help the stream out. So, for anyone that wants Cameron's stream to do very well, hit that thumbs up button. It is important.
Like and subscribe and hit that bell and all that stuff.
Don't like and subscribe. Just like the video. Don't subscribe. Cameron's got a big head as it is.
I mean, it's very true.
No, definitely did. Cameron's a good guy. Definitely did. Cameron's moved down the board significantly.
Good lord, what is going on back there? He spun. He sort of obviously the left-hander into the corkscrew. The car continued to rotate and ended up in the gravel. So, after we were giving him a bit of love, he found himself off and away.
Cooper again now.
Where is he? So he's in 13th place now, and I doubt he'll be overly happy with that one. I'm not sure if it was assisted or not. We will definitely find out in the post-race chat, because if anyone's got grievances, they will be aired there. So after all that hard work, he's got to battle himself back up through. So still leading at the moment is James Leech, who we saw the last race. It was turn 1. He had a big off. Luckily managed to avoid the pack. And he is at the moment holding off the might that is Luke Carnwell.
Quite far as well, actually. He's leading it a good amount.
Yeah, he did manage to break away a fair distance. To be fair, everybody at the moment is fairly spread out. This is the top sort of 5 we saw go through on that shot. And there's a decent old distance between them. And quite nice to see, sort of all the cars there's a sort of procession coming through. But at the same time, come on, boys. Elbows out, get up close to each other. That's what we want to see.
Pull your fingers out.
Yeah.
Pull it out.
I mean, we've got the hard job. We're just sitting there telling them what they're doing wrong and pointing out their flaws.
Well, I'm glad you agree. I was going to say the same thing.
It's a hard job. Somebody's got to do it. Got someone in the chat as well, shouting out, saying, "Go on, Kurt." You know what? Just for you, let's find him. He didn't have the best start to the race. He nearly just got absolutely taken out by Liam Stephenson then as well. Good lord. So he finds himself at the moment in 15th. He had a good race 1 though. He made up a fair few positions, so he can stay consistent while other people have issues. He might better climb a few more spots again. He had it to race 1 was pretty successful for him. What else have we got? Let's have a jump on board with Carnwell, one of the other Carnwell brothers, who finds himself in a nice little battle pack at the moment.
We'll try and get on inside there as well.
Look, Cameron's already back up to 11th place. Oh, there we go. Moves to the inside. Does he have the pace up the hill? Oh, very close.
Nope.
No, that didn't go to plan.
Did he just spun? He just spun, didn't he?
Yeah,
he spun,
yeah, I think it was a case of maybe just tried to squeeze the BMW a little bit over towards the gravel, and in the process got a little bit of a touch and rotated on the way into the corkscrew. So these things happen. All is fair in love and war. Coop has spun and now finds himself back
not happy with that.
No, he's down into 4th place now. Dillman has made his way through. So we missed what happened. Whether that was an incident between him and Luke Carnwell, I'm not sure. Big shout out to James Leech, though, who has absolutely flown away so far this race.
He dominated this. Absolutely, out of nowhere as well. Really, really good. Brilliant.
Yeah, really good race so far. Let's have a look, jump on board with him for a minute and have a little idea of what it's like.
The distance that he's got is insane. The lead on everyone is crazy. Very, very, very good.
very nicely done so far for him this race. Let's have a look at the time board. We've got Jake West.
Well, Cameron's moved up to number 8 now.
Yeah, he's now finding himself behind Westy, so we'll keep a little eye on this squabble, I think. Let's have a look. What have we got?
I do like those the star lights on Cam's car. Very nice.
I just noticed the slightly inappropriate sticker on the dashboard of West's car.
Where? What?
Oh, there we go. Cameron's going to the outside.
What's the inappropriate sticker? I didn't catch that.
There was definitely a sticker that was saying about. It was definitely a woman saying, "Please fill up my fuel tank." That's what the sticker was. It definitely had nothing, no other connotations to it. They're still side by side.
Cameron's taking over.
Gets it and slices the nose away.
Can he hold it? It's round here. This is where it will go backwards and forward.
Cam, and we should have all the cars coming through at
Hey,
once.
what? He's just pulling away nicely. He's getting a good amount of distance there. I think he might be able to hold on to it. Yep. Yep, that's brilliant. Look at the distance he's pulling away. That's fantastic.
Already really starting to put in, get that consistency back up. And Westy goes Dillman.
Yeah. Yeah, I think yeah.
Yeah, I think it was here a few laps ago where we just saw an over-rotation. We did say the back of that car seemed lively. I think it just, as he swung the car in and the track kind of descended away beneath him, the amount of traction he had disappeared. Oh, the pits. Oh, Carma was in the pits. I think that was after... We did see him go off earlier on, didn't we? So he's in the pits. Don't know why. There's no damage being simulated in these races, so it must just either be a hardware issue on his end or he's decided to retire.
Going back to Cameron and the sort of unsettling, that's what I was commenting on earlier. His car looked like it unsettles quite easily, the suspension. So maybe that's something he needs to tune up a bit.
BMW on BMW violence at the moment. Huge bit of flame there. I do love the way that a lot of these cars are sort of like they're, sort of either mod cars or they've been tweaked with. But obviously they're only really designed to be looked at when they're spitting flames from sort of a rear-based angle. So what you tend to find is as the car comes past the camera, it keeps pointing flames sort of in a certain direction. So at one point it looks like the flames are spitting forward from the cars, which does make me chuckle. But Jack Branson, obviously, after being passed by Joshua, made the move stick and he's thundered away up the road. Everyone's fairly well spread out at the moment. The person who is spread absolutely the furthest away is our leader, James Leech. Huge lead he has pulled out now.
Yeah, he seems to be holding on to that really nicely.
It's about 5 seconds, I think. The timing board continuously floats up and down. It's floating between 5 and 8 seconds. So, depending on where they are on the circuit, but that's even if it's the 5, that's huge. If it is the 8 seconds, that is ridiculous. Conor Wilson and Matt Snook appear to be having a nice little squabble. German on Japanese. Delicious violence. In fact, let's see if we can. Here's Conor Wilson. Let's try and go for an onboard with Conor. Well, that's a bit low in the car. That's a little bit useless. That's a lot of dashboard, but beautiful kitties. We will expect that. Let's see if we're going to match. No, have we got a rear camera? Yes, we do. We can see a little bit more from this angle. Oh, little look to the inside. Not quite able to do it though. There's more pressure being applied than one of those viral hydraulic press videos right now.
Blow my guys, eat your heart out. He's looking for anywhere that he can just sort of creep in. Really, really battling it out. Nice.
Sometimes it can be the way. It's not necessarily being faster. It's just insinuating that you're going to make a move and almost force your opponent into either defending super hard or just making a little mistake. When you're looking in the mirrors, you're not looking forward at your braking zones quite as much, and it's very easy to make a mistake. So this kind of sort of tit-for-tat battling, you're sometimes looking at it as a viewer thinking, like, why didn't you just go for a lunge? But sometimes it's better just to keep nibbling away until someone makes a mistake. If you keep nibbling at the cookie, eventually it will crumble.
A for tenacity, that's for sure. Oh, I think he went for that then, and
yeah,
just a little bit too premature.
And he looked very racy up at this part of the circuit last time, but obviously that gap has opened up. Oh, we've got a bunch of cars that have all jumped right up. Just saw Monty go off on the map. Is that Dawson? Not Dawson. Dawson, it appears to be having a nice little moment. Big switch.
Oh, going up the inside. Nice. Can he hold it though?
That was a decisive move, that was, wasn't it? He fully licked the
nice and clean.
Sent it.
Really clean. Nice line.
Right, let's have a little jump in with our leader, who is still, I believe, 1 billion miles away from everyone else. Yeah, that's the back marker. Luke Carnwell has still got Dillman right behind him. Nice little squabble still going on here, but nothing too close yet. We'll have to keep a bit of an eye on it as the race continues on. About 4 laps left. Coopah obviously down in 4th place. That was super opened up, but he's got no pressure from behind, so it should be reasonably a case of just trying to keep pushing forward. I'll note with this one. There was Max Snook, who is in the middle of a little battle. Well, that must not have been for position then, if we were watching. I'm not sure which one of the tiny balls to trust anymore. At this point, I'm not sure which one's real. But Cameron is coming up behind them, so he is almost certainly going to be on the offensive and wanting to go through. In fact, while we're here, as he is very much pushing forward, let's jump on board and get a bit of an idea of what it's like.
Come on, Cameron. Pull your finger out, mate.
I just seen Curtis as well has got himself back up to 10th place, so decent effort there. Like, we obviously had, there was a fair few bumps of steam for that driver. It's closed. This could be a big move into turn 1. We're at the end of the straight-ish. Not quite able to. I would also like to say as well, if you're watching at home and thinking to yourself, I do a bit of sim racing from time to time, they have put in place some pretty strict regulations for the hardware you can use for this. You've got to be using a clutch and an H-pattern shifter. Well, there we go, loose to the side, a bit of a clip of the sausage curve, but just gets it done.
Very nice.
We don't like.
But now he's got to keep it.
Yeah, we don't like to compliment him too much, but that was pretty.
He's got to keep it now. He's got to fight for it now. Got to get some distance there, Cam. Come on, mate. You've got to get some distance.
I think he's listening to you, because it already looks like there's a fair gap opening up.
Yeah, but we're coming up to the... Yeah, it will start to bind now. It's here. This is where... Yeah. Oh, no, okay. No, he's holding on to it and getting good distance. Very nice.
The car does seem to almost float through there, doesn't it? It seems like it really does. It almost comes off the ground with that left-hand apex and just sort of floats, doesn't really adjust at all, and then it lands and turns. A lot of the other cars seem to be able to get the turn in quicker for the right-hander exiting the corkscrew, but that car does look very light through there. They were on lap 12 or 14 now. James Leech still leading. Coopah in second. Luke Carma third. Arnaud Dillman fourth. Conor Wilson in fifth. And Cam, ooh, with a big slippery moment in sixth place.
Held it though. Just held it. Very nice.
I think that's what's quite nice about these cars is that it's not just if you lose it on one lap and you have a bit of a squirrely moment like that, it's not all thrown away. It's not like modern GT racing where everyone generally does fairly consistent, perfect laps every time. You're like super wide tyres, loads of aero, loads of technology. because they have no ABS or anything like no assist, it does mean that everyone is going to make those little moments from time to time. So you don't beat yourself up too badly if you do it every sort of lap or so. It's only if you're having full-blown whoopsies that you really start to get upset with yourself.
Oh yeah, Cameron's got a good amount of distance now on Snook chat. Good amount of distance.
Not able to close up yet though. He hasn't closed up with, that is Conor Wilson in front of him.
No, but we're coming up to the straight. We're coming up to the straight, so
straight-ish.
Maybe this will be as he starts to do it. But I mean, good to get some distance for 7th and 6th place. So.
Oh.
Okay, he hasn't. Oh, is he? No.
That was Toby Dart.
Oh.
Jumped out the way.
Oh,
God,
close.
he's really closed up the gap.
Close, but can he cinch it? Not like that stupid advert, obviously.
A little bit wide there into the stand, slowed himself down a little bit there. We do need a dog update, Nate. How is the dog?
Oh, the one that threw up, yeah, he's just going to go sleep on my bed. So. And I've got the other one on my lap right now. So.
Oh, here we go. Here comes the move. Going to go around the outside.
Fantastic. Wow, okay. But can he hold it? Because now it's going to be neck and neck, especially into this corner. Can he hold it? Yes, he's getting a bit of distance now. Nice. Okay.
Very nicely done. And sweep on round the end of sector 3. That was
very good.
Beautiful stuff there.
Good work, Cameron.
Right, anyone else that's having any close ones? These two are still swabbing it out. Carnwell and Dillman. This is the final lap, so whether it's all going to kick off between them or not, I'm not sure. Oh, not with mistakes like that from Dillman, it won't. That might be the nail in the coffin. He might have to just commit to what he's got there. Oh no, there was two drivers near each other, but it's still Cam trying to open up the gap. We've got a little one further back. Matt Snook, and I believe that's Barrett right behind him. Yes, it is. This is looking like quite a tasty little number. Where is our leader? Leech, where have you gone? Wow, he's already through the corkscrew, so he is miles ahead on this one. We're going to keep a little eye on this battle. It seems like the closest thing. It's a front arch tuck there on the outside tyre. I'm going to come out and say it. Bring back tuck. Bring back tuck build. I don't want to see fitment. I don't want to see poke. I want to see loads of tuck.
Oh no, we talk no. No. No.
No?
Nah. Not super tucked, no. A little bit. You want the tyre to be just tucked in nicely. And as the body line comes down, just meets with the rim of the wheel. You don't want to be super tucked, nah.
Nah, I'm talking
not about that, right?
Super touring, like tyre completely in, maybe a bit of wheel. Oh, side by side, it's going to be a drag to the line. No, it didn't quite happen. And while we were watching that squabble, we never even watched like winners come across the line. So it was James Leech who led basically the entire race, and a huge slide for points there.
Loving it. Brilliant.
Very, very nice. Coopah came across the line in 2nd place. He'll be happy with that. Luke Carma 3rd. Dillman in 4th. Cameron Palmer in 5th. He'll be very happy as well with that one.
The fact that he managed to claw that back from, what was it, 11th? That's brilliant. He did really well.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, from basically starting at the back of the grid, and obviously we did see there was a bit of an incident earlier on where you think he got a bit tangled up. Oh, loads of people off at turn 1 having an absolute barmy. I've lost my mouse. There it is. Well, that was Kurt Hall off having a squabble. That's Westy again trying to assault him. Drivers that are still out there. Liam Stephenson hasn't quite finished yet. I think this is going to be him coming across the line. It should finish. Yes, it does. Carma, I'm not sure what happened with him. We might be able to find out post-race. It says he's in the pits, but Oh, and I think that's Monty, who's sat at the inside of the turn. And there comes our winner, James. Parking up, looking fancy. Coop's already in the pits. There we go. And that's the end of this race. So next time round, we are going to the Green Hell. We're going to the Nordschleife. I can only imagine it's going to be absolute, well, hell, possible carnage. These will be pretty interesting to see who comes across the line, the winner in that race. Obviously, the guys that have got these big top ends are going to have a huge advantage when it comes to the final straight, but there is also the option of, lots and lots of corners to survive to get round to the big advantageous straight. So let's have a quick look at the final results there. We'll read them through rather than what's on the screen. We'll read through actually what's on our timing board. No, we won't, because it just immediately reset itself, so I can't tell you as I was about to read it. Fantastic, brilliant. But the main thing is James Leech won that last one, so that's the main thing. Right, let's see if we can jump over into the wild Discord. If you are of a nervous disposition, hold on to your hi-hats, because it's going to probably get slightly loud, probably a bit sweary, and there is a possibility of music. Don't report us, please, anybody that is around. Right, so let's see if we can quickly get this bit sorted. Right, let's go back to that one. Let's turn off the music. You don't need to listen to the intro music again. We can turn off all the background audio. And we will have to do some changes. Right, we are going to jump over into the general chat Discord. So if you want to do that as well, Nate, and I will meet you in there in just a second. There we go. That's better. Right, let's actually get to where we want to go because, we had a little bit of an issue, little behind-the-scenes issue. Right, let's jump into here. Is this working? Oh, 1 second, everybody. I do apologise. We're just having some slight technical issues. We will be in with them in just a moment. It's just in typical fashion. It's all having a little wobble. Right, there we go. Right, we're going to go in with them live, and they should better hear us in just a second.
Oh, Cam, your game sound was coming through your mic, like halfway through the second race.
Good evening, gents. Some great racing from you all. Some glorious crashes and stuff we got to see as well. Turn 1, lap 1, that nearly ended in complete disaster, but you redeemed yourself in race 2.
Yeah, that wasn't ideal. I just forgot the brakes were cold. I was like, I'm not stopping. I was like, I'm going to try not to absolutely take out the front of the grid, so I'll just go off in front of everyone.
What a twat.
And then I pressed the fucking back to pit button, like 2 more corners in, so yeah, it went very well.
Well, I was very confused when James came behind me, like, hang on a minute, he shouldn't be there.
But you survived. Yeah, that's the main thing. Right, winner of race 1, that was Luke Carnwell, I believe, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yes. It was a really good race. Obviously, you had some good squabbles, and you managed to hold off a hard-charging Dillman as well, which is at all times is a very good thing to be able to do. What was the Escort like here this evening? Was it drivable, or was it white knuckles the whole time?
Drivable, but it was everywhere. But everywhere was fast, so I had no choice. But I should not have won that race. They especially Coopah as well. He came out of nowhere. I thought Dillman was the issue, and then he kind of dropped back, and then I had Coop sniffing me arse for the second half of the race, and it was so close to taking me, but I was a bit everywhere, so I didn't allow it.
I think overtake of the race is pretty tight between either Coop on the run up towards the corkscrew, who just did that car seemed to come alive in the final sort of 50 yards before the turn, or it was then on the penultimate corner, Cam taking back the position round the outside, which I don't think me and Nate even knew was possible. So it was pretty brave stuff in race 1.
If it makes you feel any better, I didn't either.
It's so hard when Cam's overtaking you. You're like, he's the one who organises all this. Do I leave my foot in it a bit more?
Well, no one thought about that in the second race, that's for sure.
Yeah,
definitely.
I think every single crash that occurred happened directly in front of me, and I got roadblocked. It was very tiring by the fourth one, that's for sure.
But I think the main shout out needs to be for race 2. It's got to be James Leech, who obviously huge win for that one, and they sort of broke away at the beginning and then managed to hold on to it the whole way through. Big redemption from race 1. But yeah, there was some
sandbagging.
It wasn't the sandbagging wasn't on purpose.
Yeah. But no, it was very good. Race 2 was great as well. I would say that I think compared to Brands Hatch, I think everyone's driving seems to have improved yet again all across the grid. So the qualifying sort of within their 2 sections was very, very close. There was a bit of, obviously, there's still always a bit of a split between the front and the back of the grid, but generally the overall driving from our position in the booth did seem to be a lot less crashy than before.
Result.
We watched a different race, Tim. We watched 2 different races, my friend. I'm glad to hear that there was good racing across the grid. But yeah, we're still having a lot of multi-car spins and crashes and stuff like that. But I mean, it's going to happen. They're big cars on what is fairly small tracks with a lot of camber as well. So yeah, it's a stressful time for everyone, I think.
You got lots of space to spread out next round, though, as we head to Nordschleife. So, I mean, it's not very wide, but what it makes up in what it lacks in width, it makes up in length. So,
That's what she said.
Hopefully, you should be all right.
It'll be interesting to see the cars open up properly, because I don't think anyone's really been using their top gear at all.
Yeah, that last straight at Ferrari and then one was going to go goodbye.
Hey, he's got to make it around the rest of the turns before that happens. So
it's all right. He's got about 20 miles to make up for it at 300 miles an hour. I'm sure he'll be fine.
He's got to dodge Toby.
As we see Dillman trapping 220 or something ridiculous like that.
You just need to go 3 wide. You guys that are good in the twisties just need to then create a rolling roadblock. I'm not consenting.
I've got 2 excuses.
What about those of us that aren't good in any area?
We need to get some NASCAR practice going so people know how to bump draft down the straight. That's how we get them.
That sounds like a plan.
Or someone just take him out T1 and be like, yeah, it was right.
Luke just got a boner.
Circles mentioned.
Big
well, thank you very much to Tim, and thank you very much to Nate. I hope you both had a good time watching.
Good fun.
Yeah, it's been a good laugh. Good to have a chinwag with Nate. We learnt about his obsession with old cars as well. So always good. It is the common theme.
One of us. One of us.
Yeah. So thank you ever so much, guys. And as in always, just make a lot of bloody noise and try and get us banned again from YouTube, as it seems to be the way that you guys do it every time. Even though we say don't play any music, immediately one of you does. So yeah. If the boys want to say goodnight, go for it.
Michael. Bye, Tim.
Bye, Tim.
Right, so that was the penultimate round here. Good Lord, you guys can't hear it at home, but I can very much still hear it in my ears. Let's deafen that so no one else has to hear it. Thank you ever so much for joining us again. Obviously, next time round, we are at the Nordschleife for the final 2 races of this winter championship. Should be very exciting stuff. Hopefully, it all goes to plan. We'll obviously try and give you as much of an idea of when it is all coming. Best place to keep an eye on it is either A, follow Cameron on Instagram. He's very easy to find. Overhead Cam. Most things are there. There also should be a link to the Discord if you want to sign up for future racing. Not just championships. We are going to be trying to push to do a few more sort of community-based, sort of smaller events that aren't quite as sort of regimented and serious, a bit more fun. I know lots of us want to have a go in the bouncing Yaris's, good fun stuff. I think there's possible sort of vintage BTCC racing possibly back on the schedule, and no doubt if Luke Carmel has anything to do with it, there'll be some oval racing as well because he is obsessed with turning left. But thank you ever so much for joining this evening. Do join us again next time. Yeah, do like the video if you can do, if you're watching it either live or in the future. But yeah, thank you ever for joining us. I've been Tim Lunn. You were joined in the booth as well by Nate. Give him a check out. He's on Instagram. He's on YouTube. There's loads of reviews of bits and pieces, all very good to watch. And a huge shout out to our sponsors again, Zero Media and obviously Waymo as well. Thank you very much, everybody. Good night. I don't know if you've ended it or not yet, Cam, but you can end it now, dude. Yep, cool. I got to shoot because my little boy's not going to bed, so I need to go and wrestle. Need to go and wrestle a child. See you boys later. Bye bye.